Hey guys, Fox here, gonna bring you another 1 versus 1. This is against TOMITOMA and Seb. Seb will be playing Vermox in the south position under the weird name where he just probably smashed his face against the keyboard and got this random amount of letters right here. And up north we have TOMITOMA playing as Americans, probably his strongest faction as he does claim the #1 spot on the leaderboards. And I'm gonna get this game started right away from the 5-second mark, starting in 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll be honest right here, Wreck Train isn't my favorite map. This is a beta matchup though, and you can kind of see here the way the map works is there's kind of V cutoff points on the right and left side of the map. On the right side, that V does cut off the +10 fuel, and then on the left it only cuts off a +5 fuel. And you can also see there's kind of like lanes here of low points, high points, or medium points, low points, and then going back to the right side, high points with the 2 +10 munitions on the right side there. And just a little background on these two players here. We all know who TOMITOMA is. If you don't, like I said, he does claim the #1 spot on the leaderboards for Americans. Very high level player, pretty active on the game replays forums. And here in the south we have Seb. Seb's actually been on Come to Heroes for a long time. For at least I'm pretty sure he's been here for a while. He is administrator on the game replays forums. He manages the Come to Heroes section very well. Every topic he makes is a giant wall of text for good reason, and I don't know what language that is. I'm guessing that's French because I know TOMITOMA is French, and I didn't know Seb. I don't know where Seb's from, and I guess that's where he is from here. So let's look back here on the game. It looks like Vermont quarters for our Vermont player. What else is he gonna go? I guess you can't really go pile spam as that was nerfed. I haven't seen any games to where it was tested as much, but I think that's been done and good for. And here up north we do have 2 engineer squads and 1 rifle squad, so it looks pretty standard and even throughout, and they're capping pretty much evenly here. It looks like TOMITOMA is deciding to skip his strategic point and just go straight for that +5, as he still will have it connected from the left side of the map, you can see here. And cutoff points, I did say there are V cutoff points, and there are 2 strategic points very close to the base here on the left side. It will cut you off from the left side of the map. However, it is very hard to do because it's so close to your opponent's base, and he could just come back and recap it pretty quick here. And a Pioneer squad actually taking a lot of damage here, unfortunately getting caught out in the open and will have to retreat, so that's going to suck for any capping power and like that. And so TOMITOMA does win the first fight of this game. And looks like we have an MG adjusting there, and it can fire across the water. However, TOMITOMA does have a flank on it. Did have a flank on it. MG did adjust that. Very nice move by Seb. However, the other rifleman is moving in to flank that MG, but there is one in the north, so he's kind of in a tight spot here. Where is he gonna do? He's gonna bring these reinforcements up. That's of course gonna be the most obvious choice. Has another Volksgrenadier squad that has just popped out. 2 engineer squads and a Volksgrenadier squad gonna support that MG and will shoo away that 1 rifle squad. However, it does make Seb pull back his squads away from capping while he still has engineers capping. Actually, 1 idle engineer for TOMITOMA. There it goes. Does start the move, and he is already deep into Seb's territory on the right side, harassing him. And that's going to be a little annoying for Seb until he can push out those rifle squads. You can see another rifle squad coming out for TOMITOMA, trying to lay some mines here. However, he does see that now and should not step on that. See if he did realize that. And during this fight over here, 1 rifle squad holding 2 squads here from capping, while all these rifle squads on the right side are capping, including an engineer squad. MG does catch 1 rifle squad out of position, and you will retreat that instantly to minimize damage as much as possible, and you can see that he has already done that. And the V here going to cut him off from the +10 fuel, and should catch this engineer squad. He's going to try to pull it back as far as he can to either pull these Volksgrenadiers further away or simply get away from them, as they do decide to cap that right VP. So far, nothing too crazy. We do have rifle squads though doing quite a bit on this right side of the map, managing to decap that plus 10 munitions, and now it is over here catching an MG coming out of the base. However, he is a little bit too close. The bunker will suppress this squad, but they are in green cover, so it's going to do a lot of damage to that MG and does kill one guy. And that's a little unfortunate. That is going to delay Seb even longer here. For that is hit the meat of his army. MGs, you need MGs against rifle squads unless you want to go Volk spam. However, that is not what he's going to do because of the 2 MGs already out on the field. Now we have a little engagement here. 2 rifle squads, one in the green cover, and the second one going to move up. Rifle squads do better damage when they're up close, and Volksgrenadiers do a lot better while they are at a farther distance. However, bars are now up. MG here in the right side doing a great position here. However, there is a flanking engineer squad. Can it get there in time, do enough damage? We have the flaming engineers. He needs to retreat this Volksgrenadier squad. That would be huge if he lost a squad this early into the game. Mine going off in the middle. It doesn't look like Seb can pull out of here. He needs to keep this MG alive at all costs, and that can be the turnaround for this game. The 2 rifle squads are very low on health. 1 Volksgrenadier squad full health, 5 guys, but he does decide to pull out because of this 1 engineer squad with the flamethrower upgrade that just changes everything right there. No squad can take on that engineer squad when it is in your face, and this squad needs to get out of here. This MG is going to die soon, especially with those engineers coming up there. We do have 1 sniper though. That's going to help him a lot against this engineer squad. There are only 3 guys in that squad now, down to 2. Going to take another shot down to 1. One more shot will kill it. Can he get it off? No, it is retreated behind the building, so that is out of the line of fire, and he is safe to go and reinforce. Now do we have a weapons support center coming out for TOMITOMA. Nothing just yet for Seb, as he is getting snipers that will delay his tech, so he definitely needs to do the damage with the snipers. And oh no, he lost a sniper. I don't know if it was out of camo or not. I'd assume it was, and he must have thought that there were units out. All his units were retreated and got a little too greedy with his sniper. Unfortunately, gonna catch this rifle squad, and it looks like Seb should be able to take advantage of this, quickly set up his MGs, and then start capping, get some map control here before he reinforces. As you can see, all his rifle squads are in his base. There are 2 engineer squads, however that's not going to put up much of a fighting force without any support. You can see this 1 rifleman squad trying to delay Seb as much as possible. He doesn't want him to cut off this point, as it does give him that plus 10 fuel, and actually this plus 10 munitions that is supposed to be Seb's, but unfortunately has not been able to recap that. And here we go, we have a engineer squad here. However, Volksgrenadiers finished capping and going to start firing that. Can they do enough damage in time? The engineer squad has closed in. This is going to be kind of a close fight. Can't really tell. However, there are reinforcements coming in, so if they can come out of here, that would be great for Seb. He's going to pull his forces back, which what he needs to do. He's got a lot of damage done on the engineer squad, so a few shots will take it out, especially with that sniper on the field. Now has 1 kill. That was its first kill. The other one did die, if you forgot about that. And we have veterancy out for Seb. That's what you need against these bars. These are very anti-infantry type weapon here. And then the right side, we have more fighting. MG trying to set up. We'll show away that rifle squad going back into the middle. Sniper still doing a string, up to 3 kills now. 1 more shot should force this rifle squad to retreat, but we do have a counter sniper on the field. Does Seb know about it? Probably not. No weapons support center, and oh, there's a counter snipe from TOMITOMA. So looks like Seb has been kind of on the back foot so far. He has been keeping in this game. Too early to tell who's going to win, but it looks like TOMITOMA has had the slight advantage so far, countering, killing 2 snipers already, managing to come over here and get a little extra piece of the map. But Seb has countered by cutting off that point. That's the best he can do so far. And I thought I heard a mine go off, and yes, there is a mine over here in the middle that did go off, forcing 1 rifle squad to retreat. And that sniper is still on the field, uncamoed, trying to get that extra speed bonus as they do move slower. And we have a, what is that? That is a, I don't remember the name, but it's just like a jeep that will counter the sniper. It'll also give him some intel to see where these rifle squads are coming in from, and he can kind of set up his MGs to adjust. He does see that sniper on the field and runs away, so unfortunately doesn't look like TOMITOMA will get any shots on that Pioneer squad. Wisely retreats that, as you only have 2 guys here. Great mine once again, forcing him to retreat, and he will not cap that left VP, as the VPs are 2 to 1, 478 to 419, 418, And that's just still, once again, too early into the game. These are two very high-level players, so it's going to be all the way down to the wire, I'm guessing, before we really see anything happen. And let's check the capping. Nothing too much. TOMITOMA is pushing out about half his force. However, oh no. I'm just going to call this a shrimp type 166 because that is a shorter and a lot easier for me to cast, and it was getting caught out there a little bit in the open. MG is set up, however he has have great rifle spread here, and that engineer squad is going to burn that Volksgrenadier squad alive, and there's nothing to guard this MG. He needs to adjust this MG quickly. He already has the rifle squad suppressed up front, and then he can adjust it to the left. However, he did pop for the fatherland, so that was his backup plan to take on these bars here, and he has reinforcements coming in from the right side. So it looks like Seb should come out of here. I don't see any reinforcements coming out for TOMITOMA. It's actually a very close fight here with the Volksgrenadier squad and rifle squad. However, the rifle squad did take enough damage and will have to retreat, especially with this Type 166 chasing it down. Actually has two guys here, may get a kill here if he can chase it down. One more guy, however he's not focus firing, it does not realize it, probably microing over here in the middle and retreating his MG down the one guy. That was very close, and we have a medic bunker up. Going up, it is a bunker, upgrading to a bunker about halfway done, so that will allow him to reinforce it once he gets he already went defensive, and once he gets that ability he will be able to reinforce from that, and that will help him here in the right side of the map, which we'll probably see the fighting shift over there. As you can, it will help the MGs, you know, you're a little more stationary with MGs. That's how Wehrmacht kind of plays, and riflemen are a lot more flanking, moving, mobility and whatnot here. And once again, holding TOMITOMA, so Seb's starting to turn this fight around. We do have assault phase out for Seb now. Gonna check the tech for TOMITOMA. Doesn't look like he's changed much yet. I don't know what doctrine he's went. He does put up triad center, so that's going to delay tech a little bit longer. However, he's going heavy infantry, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was Rangers maybe. I'm not sure. Really not. I'm kind of clueless here, to be honest. As you do go heavy infantry, you're going to dedicate a triad center down there, as it does cost fuel and it will delay your tech. So if you really want to go that, you're going to build that. So you can see a lot of good micro here. It does have 2 kills from that Type 166. However, that MG is down to one guy, and this rifle spread is great. It has flank. Ooh, there's a mine right there. Though I know Seb's just dying for him to move a little bit further. Maybe try to move your Volksgrenadiers squad back, and he is moving it back. So the riflemen do move up and get pinned from that, taking lots of damage. Looking here in the middle, looks like a engineer squad is just trying to, I don't know what it's burning really. Maybe it was a medic that he was burning, because I don't see any squads that is near there. And that MG is just going to town. It is one guy, however he should be able to reinforce from here very soon, and it looks like he can't just yet. So he's just sitting here on this medic bunker trying to hold him off. These MGs are the key to suppressing all these units. However, he does kill the MG. TOMITOMA is going to run over all these squads, burn this bunker, take the MG. So that's a huge blow to Seb. Does he have any reinforcements coming in? No, he does not. He's actually sending an MG to the right with only one guy to cap that plus 10 munitions. And it doesn't look like Seb's in a very good position right now. May lose his Type 166. Barely gets away with that MG bunker, saving the day, forcing Toma to retreat one of his squads. And unfortunately, that is the engineer squad that could have started damaging this bunker. And it doesn't look like he's going to take this MG. I'm a little surprised by that. It would help him a lot. He does have a weapon support center, however it's probably cheaper to take that MG and then go reinforce your squads here. And here on the right side, Volksgrenadier squad just shooing away that rifle squad. Hasn't managed to cap this plus 10 fuel, but he has managed to cut off TOMITOMA from any income on that right side. So it's been pretty balanced on the right side of the map fuel wise. And here we have Minesweeper upgrade for Seb. I hasn't seen too many mines from TOMITOMA actually. And yes, he did take that MG, and you can see the MG is set up here. Seb realizes that with his Type 166 taking lots of damage, and we have a sniper as well as taking a few shots. However, that rifle's got very low on health. Throws a sticky on that Type 166, so it is going to go down. Boom. There it goes, and unfortunately that MG is going to pin all these squads here that dare reinforce from this medic bunker. And it's just going to be so hard for Seb to maneuver, because that was his great little stationary spot there to reinforce and keep the fight going. We do have a Puma out. I did not realize that. It's going to be very annoying as long as he can micro, and I guarantee Seb can micro, being the type of player he is. Just stay away from stickies and you're good to go. You'll do lots of damage. Just kite rifle him in all day, do the damage. You can see he just did it right there, forcing one rifle squad to retreat. It's really hard to kill these Pumas for people that can micro, so you're going to have to get an AT gun out, perhaps airborne or some kind of counter. Relying on stickies at this type of play is just too risky. You take too much damage unless the Puma gets stuck here. The Puma barely just gets away and will get away, especially with all these reinforcements coming out here to help that Puma. And if he does get a sticky, which he probably will, can repair it. Ooh, and a strafing run there. So wow, doing lots of damage. He may try to kill this MG. And will he be able to? If he can focus fire that, forces the Pioneer squad to run away. Gonna focus fire that MG, hopefully. Puma, however, still doing lots of damage. It may have that damage engine, but that does not hurt his gun at all. And it does manage to finally force. Oh, and it kills a rifle squad. So TOMITOMA unfortunately getting a little too greedy here. And we have a Nebel going off in the middle. Gonna counter that MG, and I love this. You can see all the kinds of different units, MG, snipers, rifle squads with bars, and then from Seb, we have Nebels, Pumas, Volksgrenadiers, MGs, snipers, well, dead snipers now, and we have the AT gun, the mobile AT gun. Don't know the exact name for that, but it will be a great counter against any vehicle, and we do have tier 4 from TOMITOMA. However, it is very low on armor, so he needs to keep it at a distance. He needs to scout out where the tanks are, and judging from this map, there's quite a bit of open space here. And we do have MP44s for one of our Volk squads, so it's going to counter. Oh man, a strafing run once again. Going to force that Volksgrenadier squad to retreat. 150 munitions well spent there twice, so he's banking on these munitions pretty well. He hasn't used stickies too much, and that's going to be kind of the focus of his army. And we have our first M10 out, so it's M10. So he must be expecting some kind of armor from Seb. However, the only armor he's really gotten, I guess this is the counter to Puma, my mistake. The counter to Puma, however, to counter the M10, Seb does have this AT gun here. I know AT gun's a wrong name, however, German names are so hard for me to pronounce. I actually live with quite a few Germans in this area, and it's just hard for me at work. So, and you can see it is already doing the damage on the M10. M10's very low on health, it's fast, it's quick, but the armor is weak, it's thin, and that's what it relies on, speed and maneuverability. But there's nothing to really maneuver around, just this Puma. But as long as this mobile AT gun is here to counter it, he's good to go, and he keeps an eye on it. We have the Nebel going off here in the middle, perhaps. He thinks the MG is around here, and may get a shot. Oh yes, and oh man, hits that MG once. However, it doesn't look like he got the sweet spot. Does force retreat. Going back here on the left side, lots of fighting by the MP44s, trying to hold on. He did pop the Metapack, which does heal them over time. However, it's not going to be enough. Probably just trying to keep him there as long as possible for this Puma to come in and start doing the damage. And the MG is going to set up. I don't think TOMITOMA realizes that his squads are blobbed together, and there it goes. And they are now suppressed, and looks like we have the AT gun out. However, unfortunately, he has no more squads to guard this AT gun, so the Puma should happily be able to go around that AT gun if he decides to. Ooh, taking a lot of damage there. Or this Pioneer squad can walk up to it and start killing it. Now going to check the attack map. Does shoo away Pioneer squad, and Seb looks like he has reclaimed the right side of the map a little bit, and actually going into TOMITOMA's, managing to decap it. Not managing to cap it, but at least decapping it. And we have a camoed sniper here getting good intel. Actually has 2 kills, double veterancy, so he's doing very well with this sniper, and Seb hasn't managed to counter it just yet. His type 66 has been killed, his snipers have been counter sniped, and so that's going to give him quite a bit of trouble here, as if maybe this Nebel can get a lucky shot. And these MGs will also give him trouble. Actually, the MG that he gave TOMITOMA earlier into the game, you can see it is set up here and starting to spray onto these MP44s, which the MG has not suppressed, is it? The MG is not in the arc of fire for that, in the strafing run there, trying to save that AT gun. The M10 even coming in here. Here comes the micro battle I was talking about. M10 gonna dance around this AT gun. However, ooh, taking quite a few shots out of control from his second one and loses it, crashes into the VP point.